upon the representative of Prahar.
Kurumjari, Madam Chair. The prolonged crisis in Manipur, India, starkly manifests the continued marginalizations of the indigenous native Meitei people under the garb of national security, militarization, and economic diplomacy. Historically, Meitei women have anchored Manipur's socio-economic resilience. The Ima market, Mother's Market, the world's only woman-run market, symbolize our economic agency, where generations have sustained families through weaving and other trades. The Maira Paivi, torch-bearing women, once guardians of the community, safety patrol village 90 with bamboo torch, Maira, to resist militarization and crime. Today, they are displaced victims, traumatized and stripped of dignity. At least 30,000 women and girls linguists in refugee camps, surviving on a mere $1.4 per head daily allowance. Many resort to selling handicraft items roadside to afford basics, their hope fading. The crisis underscores how our Indian government's impositions of the Armed Forces Special Power Act 1958 has exacerbated human rights violations, granting security force unchecked power and institutionalizing impunity. Shockingly, under APSPA, militarized zone, a contractor of the military engineering services, was killed or disappeared inside Manipur's largest Indian-based military, reflecting the law's misuse to suppress dissent rather than protect civilians. Ironically, while swift retaliations followed the 22nd April 2025 terror attack in Pahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir, India, but Manipur crisis marked by drone bombing, surface missile attacks, genocide and crimes, including brutal rapes of women and college girls, killings and infants, murders, their bodies dumped in rivers, remains unaddressed. This inactions expose state complicity in ethnic cleansings by Myanmar-backed narco-terrorist group and geopolitical biases. Is our blood any less valuable? Despite Manipur Legislative Assembly revoking the suspension operation agreements, our union government's continued support enables arms groups to control movements via illegal checkpoints on national highways, extort taxes and destabilize the economy, fueling India's highest inflation rate. Our indigenous communities, traditionally stewards of biodiversity, now face ecological collapse, disrupting Umanglon, our forest philosophy. What we endure transcends violence. It is cultural eliminations, demographic engineering, and economic strangulations, a psychological colonizations persisting post-independence. Our Indian government's approach mirrors colonial psychology, denying self-determination and perpetuating human rights violation. I urge the Madam Chair and Special Rapporteur to intervene with our Indian states member. A True and Reconciliation Commission must address war crimes, ensure accountability for state and non-state actors, revoke APSPA, disband shoe groups, restore indigenous land rights, and implement the NRC to curb illegal immigrations, protecting indigenous demography. Madam Chair, no UNCEDAO compliance specialist under Article 1 and 2 is achievable without resolving Manipur's crisis. The dignity and survival of our indigenous people are non-negotiable. I thank you, Madam Chair.
I thank the representative of Prahar for their statement.